Okay, so this is the ThesisYoyos Paladin. We're going to be taking a different approach to this review and change things up a bit. So with that being said, how does this throw stack up? So I've had this yo-yo for about 3 months now, and my opinion on this throw has been wild from the first time. But ever since that point, I've gathered enough experience with this that I figured a few things about this throw. So let's go check that out. If we take a look at the Paladin's ratings, we can see that the comfort and the speed are quite low. So let me explain. First off, the yo-yo is quite heavy at 64.4 grams. It doesn't seem to be as heavy as you might think, but paired with its extreme weight distribution, this throw packs quite a heft to its personality. And with that, you can assume that going up to speed on this throw isn't the easiest feat. Continuing with the comfort, this yo-yo looked like it had a nice shape. It looks streamlined and has nicely angled cuts to form a fairly interesting shape. But the main flaw to why the comfort on this is still low is because of how you catch it. The shape has a fairly steep jump of a dip, and so when you hold it, you can see that my middle finger is quite separated from my other 2 fingers. And to add to that, the rims are not that sharp, but they're still quite flared out. And so catching this with your 2 fingers hitting those edges feel quite uncomfortable. Now here's something in contrast to what I just said. While the yo-yo does feel uncomfortable when you catch it, here's something I figured out. If you catch this yo-yo the same way you would catch a 5A yo-yo, it feels a lot more better. The large dip I mentioned earlier turns out works significantly better for your thumb. Now I don't do that much 5A, and even though it's a really interesting style, I don't have many tricks on it. So I can't be the best judge of describing how this yo-yo plays as a 5A yo-yo. But I can say that the weight and the power on this throw might be something you'll find very fitting for a 5A playstyle. Now shifting borders, what about the higher notes? I'd say this yo-yo is still built as a well-machined competitive yo-yo. And to be honest, it's pretty much a standard for a yo-yo of this price to make up for that. So no need for further explanations. Moving on from all that, let's take a look at some size comparisons. First off, here are these specs. And for size comparisons, here's the Paladin next to the Yo-Yo Factory Meerkat, the Yo-Yo Factory Shutter, the Magic Yo-Yo Node, and the Offset Outlier. Appearance-wise, I think this yo-yo really matches with the Yo-Yo Factory Meerkat. They both have a heavier feel and a more solid vibe than being a floaty comfort throw. And their shapes aren't too far from each other either. Moving on to conclusions, at first I thought this yo-yo sucked, to be honest. The way this yo-yo felt on how heavy and uncomfortable it was just wasn't very appealing to me. But after a while, I found that even though I don't like it, objectively, it isn't terrible at what it does. And so in my opinion, I think this yo-yo is an acquired taste. Not every yo-yo player would find this yo-yo to be the yo-yo of their choice. But with the right hands and with the right playstyle, this could literally be the yo-yo to win your next contest. So is it worth the price? I'd say it does. But just based on my taste, I wouldn't use this as my main. But for people that have a more techy, slow, but consistent trick set, I'd say this yo-yo would be perfect for you. And for the tier list, I'd put this as an S tier yo-yo. And with that being said, if you guys like this video, feel free to click that like button and share this video to other people that you know might like this type of throw. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more of my uploads in the future. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching and see you on the next one.